G'day, I'm going to show you my bug out bag, what I have in it, and I'm going to explain to you why I have some of the things inside of it. So first of all, I have an axe. This is manufactured by Grasudruks in Sweden. This is a solid option. You have the size, you can hold it down here, you have the option, you're going to be able to lock down a tree with something like this, but you can also do some finer work or what have you with it. So that I strap on the side of the bag like so, keep it nice and secure. Okay, so we're going to go from the front. First of all, I have a solar panel attached to the bag by Carabiner. This webbing is called mole webbing, M-O-L-E, Molly. Obviously it's nice, you can attach lots of stuff to that. I've got some spare carabiners should I need anything else. Let's have a look in the front pocket of the bag. I have this piece of plastic tubing to use as a tourniquet. If I cut yourself, you'll use that to stop blood flow. This is a life straw. I feel comfortable drinking out of the gutter with this. This filters out impurities, bacteria, even some viruses from the water that you drink. You can drink from the most putrid pool of water and you will be fine. You'll just get fresh water coming through. Secondly, in the pocket I have a retractable saw. That's great. The axe is nice and everything, but sometimes the job is going to call for a saw, so you can pick those up from Bunnings relatively cheaply. What else do we have? Obviously a ferrocerium rod and striker. That's just otherwise known as a flint and steel. Strike that, get your sparks. Those are cheap, so I highly recommend that. Sharpening stone, ceramic for your knives, to keep them nice and sharp. In this juvenile delinquent mint tin, I've got a little sewing kit. That's going to be really important to repair your clothes and stuff. As well as that, I also have fishing line. Sewing with fishing line if you need a stronger bond when sewing. Some twine, obviously, that's just something that you can use for almost anything. I also have a pair of binoculars because, well, it's good to have a pair of binoculars. Let's see. Okay. This is just some wick. This is just some rope that's been soaked in paraffin wax. This is an old tobacco tin, a little survival candle that I made. You can cook over that or just use it as a light source. Lots of options there. A nice big plastic bag. We can use that to carry water, to store water or anything else. Just something that's nice and versatile. Another little thing, toilet paper. It's a little bit of a luxury item. Take out the roll. This is almost a full roll of. This is half of a roll of toilet paper, but you take out the middle cardboard and it compacts down. Obviously, this can also be used as kindling. This is an Australian patch. I keep it in there just to identify myself as Australian. Should I need to. You never know if it's a wartime scenario. I have the Dempsey patch. That's just something that I like to have. You don't need to have that at all. Very, very important, gloves. And I also carry spare socks and jocks. Socks and jocks, extremely important. If there's one thing that you're going to want to carry spare of, it's going to be socks. Socks, you need to look after your feet. You get athlete's foot, your foot starts to rot, you're going to be immobilized, you're not going to be able to do anything. Okay, in the top pockets here, I have a survival blanket. These little things here, with a few drops of water, they hydrate into hand towels. So that's just nice and easy. Hygiene is still very important. Little rain poncho I've got there for rain. Keep you nice and dry. That's obviously very important. this pocket I carry just a little pocket knife. Obviously knives are such a versatile tool, I don't need to explain why I have that. In this pocket I also have a flashlight. It's kind of strong, it's about what you need. It's got different settings. Alright, what else do we have? Let's go to the main pocket. Alrighty. Now I would normally also have fishing tackle in here, but that's out at the moment because I'm sorting it out. Now I have 2 backcountry cuisine meals ready to eat. These are freeze-dried. These will last indefinitely as long as they're stored properly. You know how these work. You just add water to them and they will boil in water, seal the pack, and then you eat them. Now that's roast lamb and vegetables and roast chicken I've got there. Now I've got some more backcountry cuisine that I've vacuum sealed to save space. So we've got chicken tikka masala, we've got spaghetti bolognese, this is hospital formula, Sustagen. This is just essentially powder form of almost everything the body needs. More chicken tikka masala, some Cliff Bars. These are just a great source. These are a fantastic source of energy. You've got protein, carbohydrates, fats, sugars, and there's some nutrients in there as well, I suppose. Got cooked breakfasts. What are the spaghetti bolognese? So, as you can see, that's all the food I have here. First aid kit, obviously. This first aid kit has pretty much everything you need. I've also gone online and purchased a suture kit. So if you do end up having a large gash or a large cut, you're going to be able to sew yourself up. Mess kit, obviously. I use this to boil water, cook food, eat from. No brainer, obviously you're going to need one of those when you want to cook up your food. Yeah, and another little South Korean ration pack. That's just some spicy rice. A travel shovel. This is fantastic. Has a little, it unfolds like so. Hold on. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to. There we go. Unfolds like so. It's also got a nice little pick on it as well. So that's a fantastic addition to the bag. Fantastic thing to have. Excuse me whilst I just get this thing to fold away properly. There we go. Alrighty, what else do we have? Okay, a tarpaulin. If it's raining and you need to sleep somewhere, obviously you're going to want to hang up a tarp. This is 3 meters by 3 meters. This book by Tim Lowe, Wild Food Plants Identification. I can't stress how important it would be to have something like this in your bug out bag. If you're out in a situation where you're going to need to forage for your own food, this book is fantastic. I recommend this one in particular. As you can see, it'll also show you where in Australia the items are found. So you can flick through and find where you're going to find foods in the area that you're bugging out to. Okay. And yeah, there's some more socks and jocks in there. Do I have anything in here? No, I don't. Alrighty. Have another little space blanket there. A Hexamine stove, so I can put wood or my survival candle under there and cook using the mess kits. Those are cheap as chips. As I said, hygiene important, so I carry a razor. I have a toothbrush in here. Aquatabs. These are fantastic. The main ingredient is iodine. Now, one of these tablets will sterilize 2 gallons of water. So you've got those should you need them. Sunblock. You don't want to get yourself sunburned in any kind of situation. Just keeping yourself as unencumbered as possible and uninjured and unhurt. So that's why something like sunblock is important. Condoms. Now, obviously in a bug out situation, hanky-panky is going to be the last thing on your mind. But go online and have a look at how many uses there are for condoms in survival situations. People use them as floats. You can use them as water storage, food storage. You can use them as cordage. You can use people have even used them as a sling. Go online, look at all the things that condoms can be used for in a survival situation. I can't stress enough how important, not really important, but how much of a solid item this is to have in your bug out bag. Condoms, definitely carry some of those. That is almost it. Let's do up the bag. In front of the bag, I have my survival knife. This is a Gerber Strong Arm. It is fastened onto the bag using mole webbing. So if you look at the strap, look at that. It's not going anywhere. It's stuck there, you know. So obviously it's nice to have this as quick access going along. Should I need to use it in a defensive scenario, that, and it's also just handy to have it right there, so it's always usable should I need to use it as a tool. That's what they really are, fundamentally a tool. Pop that back in there, and that locks into place really, really nicely. It passes the jump test. That's not slipping out anytime soon. I'm comfortable leaving it like that without the little clip. So that's my bug out bag. Hope that shed some light for you. I'll just double check, make sure I haven't missed anything. No, I haven't. Alright, that's my bug out bag, and I hope that did some stuff for you. Learned something, got some ideas. Cool beans. Thanks very much.